What's up, everybody? Will Harris here with the Great Home Team.
Hey, Ryan Phillips with the Great Home Team.
Both veterans, both licensed real estate professionals in the state of Texas. So for the veteran community out there, right, we hear things all the time that are just straight myths, no truth at all. You know, in the veteran community, we tend to believe everything we hear sometimes just because maybe another veteran said it, maybe another licensed professional in a certain industry said it. So one of the things we hear a lot from the real estate community is, well, doesn't the VA loan take forever to close? Well, reality is, again, who you work with matters. You need licensed and trusted real estate professionals. You need to work with lenders that know what they're doing with the VA loan, right? So we have lenders that can literally close a VA loan start to finish from 0 to 22 days, sometimes even sooner, okay? There was a period of time not too long ago where one of their bigger banks that does a lot of VA loan business, I'm not gonna throw their name out there obviously, but they were taking up to 45 to 60 days to close. So depending on the real estate market you're in, let's just say that you're in a multiple offer situation, okay? As a veteran, no money down, maybe you're not putting a lot of money on top of the appraised value, for example, you might not have a lot of leverage in that situation, right? The thing is though, if you're going to get 3 or 4 other offers, and some of these are closing in 21 to 30 days, and you're trying to say, I gotta close in 45 to 60 days, who do you think is gonna get selected for winning that multiple offer situation, right? So again, who you work with matters. So the VA loan does not take longer to close. It's just a matter of who are you working with.
Another myth that we hear is, hey, it's just the interest rates. They're not very competitive with what else is out there. When in fact, the VA home loans interest rates are very competitive. One thing I'd recommend is get with your lender. They will give you a breakdown and of loan estimates on pretty much all your options. And you can actually see where you stand up with everything else that's out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and honestly, again, trusted real estate professionals that can walk you through the process and make sure you are getting the best deal by using your benefit, right? Okay. The other one, we hear a lot of time in the veteran community from other real estate agents is, why would I choose a VA loan offer when the appraisal is going to come in low? Well, this is the deal, all right? This is the truth. I'm just going to tell you right now, this is the truth. You hearing? Okay. VA appraisers are the same appraisers that do conventional loans, FHA loans, VA loans. They look at the same numbers. The VA appraisers look at the same numbers as comps, if you will. If you've heard that term before, comps, which is comparable property sold in the neighborhood, right? It's the same ones, same numbers for VA loans as it is conventional, as it is for FHA. Same numbers. So that's an absolute myth, okay? As long as the property is not overpriced and you're making a solid offer and there's comps to support the offer price you're making, which your real estate professional should be able to help you with, right? You shouldn't have to worry about the appraisal at all. And if the appraisal does happen to come in a little bit low, you know what you can do that conventional loans cannot do? You can ask for a reconsideration of value and go back to the VA and say, hey, VA, this appraiser was wrong. You can basically kind of like doing a rebuttal, if you will, saying, you know what, my appraisal should be here and they came in here. So let's argue this a little bit and try to get our appraisal bumped up, right? Okay. And I can tell you right now that I've never lost one of those reconsideration of values yet, right? Okay. Ryan, you got anything else on that regard?
No, I mean, it's just another thing too is a lot of people when talking about, worrying about, oh, is the house going to appraise? You hear that a lot, right?
I absolutely do.
What happens if it does come in lower? A lot of people think they're going to walk away, they lose the house, and it's over. And it's not. There's other options out there to still make sure.
There's a lot of options out there, right? So that's when you have to kind of come back to the negotiating table, which again,
Have a trusted real estate professional.
Your real estate agent, yeah, if the real estate agent knows what they're doing, they should have been way ahead of the situation to begin with. For example, anytime we make an offer on a house, we've already pulled the comps to make sure that offer makes sense. We already know if there's a potential it might come in low because of where it's listed at, right? Mm-hmm. So we're getting way ahead of the situation before it's even a situation, if that makes sense, okay? But the challenge is, yeah, so your options are first, reconsideration of value, and you have to work with the other parties involved to make sure we're going to go that route, right? The other option is you, the veteran, come up with the difference. That's not the option we want, right? The other option is we just walk away. Again, not the option we want. But the other option is we kind of negotiate, come up somewhere in the middle that makes sense for all parties concerned. All right? Did it?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So more information on the VA loan, like and follow.